Nobody gonna tell me how to live.
Our marketing approach for Monster Truck's Sittin' Heavy record was many different aspects, I think, of the release. One being a focus on radio. Since the band has had previous success at radio, we wanted to put a big focus on that. And I'd say the second biggest aspect of the marketing approach would have been on to the sports world.
The band has had, we've had a lot of their songs played on episodes of Hockey Night in Canada. We had one particular placement this year with the Hockey Night in Canada intro montage. Don Cherry kind of during the intermission threw back to the previous week and said, "Wow, that was," I think he said it was maybe the best song they've had on Hockey Night in Canada in years. So they threw back and replayed the montage, and then that ended up leading to CBC's producers getting in touch with us and wanting us to try and work more so with them and Monster Truck. And so we kind of collectively came up with the idea of Monster Truck recording an actual original song, or it ended up being a Bay City Rollers cover to be the official Hockey Night in Canada theme song for the season.
Sense of occasion as we settle in for our Saturday night tradition.
Another one was with NASCAR, where Fox Sports actually licensed the record to use music throughout their coverage, their broadcast of NASCAR in the US. We in turn partnered with one of the drivers, wrapped the car. So for one of the races at Talladega, the car was wrapped with Monster Truck logos. We had the band at the racetrack for that actual race where they did interviews with Fox during the broadcast. So that was a really big campaign for us in the US. We also hired a sports marketing company in the US. So they would go out to all the major sports leagues in North America. So we had contesting, in-arena play, video highlight reels, and that all culminated with the Super Bowl, where we had 2 videos played during the Super Bowl in the stadium.
Ultimately, we hope that it has led to more sales. I mean, it's a hard thing to track because we had so many different things going on. Music videos dropping at the same time, and we had singles at terrestrial radio at the same time. So it was, it's hard to sort of, and the band touring across North America and doing, European tours. And
I think in this day and age too, it's more about having all of those pieces connecting at the same time as opposed to one thing really driving it. Radio's still very important, but so is touring, so is social marketing, so is social media. And I think if you can find non-traditional ways, like a Monster Truck with the sports world, if it suits that market, then that can be an added part of the entire campaign.
Yeah, and you end up hitting people that aren't traditionally music fans searching for new bands and new singles. You find people that are there for a different reason that end up wanting to, find out more about the musician and about the music.
The band is heavily involved in a lot of aspects of the record, especially with the creative. Jeremy and Brandon and Harv and Steve are always involved in the design and how things look.
We made a pretty incredible music video with Davin Black where we had the band performing on this huge, I don't even know what the machine's called.
Yeah, like a gravel machine.
So we had the band sort of on different tiers of that, and we had multiple drones flying over, and a snowstorm hit in November, which was sort of rare, and it actually helped the video. It looked amazing. Yeah. So we,
quite the day. I think with us being an independent label allows us the flexibility to adapt to market conditions and changes very quickly. Signing everything directly, it just means that we're involved with everything from the beginning. Also means that we're extremely passionate about what we're working with and what we're signing. So it's all in our hands and working closely with management as well as our distributors.